work for dinner, huh?
Prestigious award. But before I proceed, I'd like to ask Mary Moyer to join me here on the stage, as well as our honoree this year, retired Judge John Milligan.
Picture's not going to turn on.
Moyer Award for Judicial Excellence honors a current or former Ohio State or federal judge who demonstrates outstanding qualities of judicial excellence, including integrity, fairness, open-mindedness, knowledge of the law, professionalism, ethics, creativity, sound judgment, and decisiveness. A paradigm in all these qualities. Last year, Mary Moyer accepted the inaugural award on behalf of her husband. This year, we're honoring Judge Milligan. The members of the 5th District Court of Appeals, the court where Judge Milligan served for so many years, nominated him for this honor. And I think there are many of them here today, so if you could all stand so he knows where to direct his thanks. He is known for fostering collegiality on the bench, for seeking consensus, and for promoting fairness. Judge Milligan was admitted to the practice of law in 1952 after receiving a Juris Doctorate from the University of Michigan Law School. Following a decade of practice, he was elected to the Stark County Family Court in 1963, where he served until 1980. He was then elected to the 5th District Court of Appeals and re-elected in 1984 and 1988. During that time, he issued more than 250 opinions. In addition to his service on the bench, Judge Milligan was appointed by President Ronald Reagan to the National Advisory Committee for Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention. On the national front, he was a longtime officer and trustee of the National Association of Juvenile and Family Court Judges, director of the Advanced Science and Technology Adjudication Center. Here in Ohio, he served on the Supreme Court of Ohio's Board of Commissioners on Grievances and Discipline, and the Ohio Task Force to review the Code of Judicial Conduct. Judge Milligan was also a member of the Ohio Judicial Conference Executive Committee. Although retired, Judge Milligan remains a symbol for the qualities Chief Justice Moyer thought were important in lawyers and judges. As his colleagues put it, he walks the walk. We have placed Judge Milligan's award as a centerpiece over here on his table for everyone to see and enjoy. Please join me in congratulating Judge Milligan as this year's recipient for the Thomas J. Moyer Award for Judicial Excellence.
Tell me I'm to say something. One thing that comes to mind in a hurry is that the only thing that the Chief Justice and I ever dissented with each other about was, you guessed it, the University of Michigan versus members of the Supreme Court, Justice Shepard, officers of the Ohio State Bar Association, and friends. I am overwhelmed with this honor that you have bestowed. And it has been, since I was advised about it, kind of consumptive thought with me. But I must share with you, on the other hand, another view that I began to think about. And that is that there are probably thousands of people, litigants out there, and a lot of lawyers, some of whom may be in this room, who have incurred the wrathful judgment of this judge. And when they hear about this, they're going to be astonished. Tom Moyer was the person who brought us into the age under the Modern Courts Amendment. You lawyers will understand that the kind of leadership he provided under the constitutional amendment that invested in the Supreme Court great power, great authority, was exercised by him with the kind of attitude that was expressed in our prayer today. In fact, yesterday, at a prayer breakfast that we have where we do Bible study, Judge John Haas reminded us when we got into quite a discussion about that passage from Micah that says, as you know, that our challenge as people is to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our Lord. And the moment that John Haas said that, I remembered once again Tom Moyer, for I agree with the pastor that those were the emoluments of Tom's career. We all knew Tom differently. And I want to just speak about a couple of things. One is that I had the unique opportunity to serve with Tom on the board of the Astar Foundation, where we have been involved for years in training judges in the scientific issues and technology issues that are coming and will come before the court in the future. And I know Tom is proud, and I am proud too, that Ohio stands right up front in terms of the number of judges who have been trained to help the lawyers in the interpretation and in the administration of justice with respect to these incredible issues that will be coming before us. It was my pleasure to serve on the original Civil Rules Committee. Some of you weren't even alive then. And even more recently on the review of the standards of professional ethics. And I know, and you know, that one of the ingredients of Tom's career here was to establish firm and strong and enduring the principle that we as lawyers and judges have a higher responsibility, and it is, to maintain the rule of law and do it with dignity, do it with honor, and do it with humility. And finally, humility is I guess the ingredient that I feel here today, because I know that there are so many sitting right in this room who are every bit as deserving of this wonderful award. And I would like to suggest in closing that we might go home from here and think tonight about the ways in which in our own careers, be it on the bench or before the bench, that we exercise those qualities of ethics and professionalism that stood so strong on the forehead of our dear friend Tom. And I thank you so very much.
Thank you, Carol, for the presentation. Congratulations, Judge Milligan. Please enjoy your dinner, and we'll be back after dinner with our keynote speaker and remarks from Chief Justice.